Today we are checking out the tune Hedwigs Theme, which is from Harry Potter, written by the great John Williams. I am going to break this up into 4 sections, and we will learn the right hand first, and then we'll add in an easy left hand part. Since we are playing the entire melody with the right hand, it can be a little difficult. There's some tricky fingerings in there. But with some practice, you'll be able to do it. Let's get it going. The first part we're going to check out is this part. Let me play that again. In order to play this part, the fingering is really important, so is the hand position. So the hand position we're going to start out with is going to be B with finger 1, E with finger 2, F sharp with finger 3, finger 4 can take the G, and finger 5 can take the A. If you get your hand into this position, you'll be able to play this first part pretty easily. And we start off with finger 1, the B, then we go to finger 2, then we go to finger 4 to the G, then F sharp, then finger 1 is actually going to take that E note. And that's going to get us into the second position for this first part. Let's just try that little section again. So we play B, E, and then here we're going to land on the E note with finger 1. After we land on this E note with finger 1, then we are in position to play the next part. The next position will look like this. So we'll have finger 1 on the E, finger 2 on the F sharp, finger 3 on the G, finger 4 on the A, and finger 5 on the B. This is the second position for this first part. Once we get into this position, we're going to play 1, then 5, which is the B, then the A with finger 4, and then the F sharp with finger 2. So that second section goes, which completes this first section overall. So this first section we can think about being in 2 different positions. Here's position 1, and then here's position 2, which gives you that first section that we're talking about. Let me try that again. Here we go. 1, 2. So that's the first part. Let's go to the next part. You might have to pause and practice that first part a little bit, or go back to it and try it again. But I'm going to move to the second section. After we play, we're in this position, and we are going to briefly stay in this position. We're going to go back to finger 1 to play the E, but this part is a little tricky. This part we actually have to scooch finger 5, our pinky. Finger 5 is going to come over here like this, and it's going to play the G note. And what this is doing is this is getting your hand ready to shift down to play the next part. So once we get finger 5 on that G note, if we start to lay our fingers on these notes, F sharp, a D sharp, and a B with finger 1, if we get into this position, it's going to allow us to play the next part. So once we are here, we play G, F sharp, D sharp. We're going to use finger 2 for that D sharp. And then finger 4, we'll take this note, the F, and then we go down to the B. Whew, that's kind of complicated there. So this second section is a little tricky. So we're on finger 1 with the E, then we go to the G with finger 5, then F sharp with finger 4, D sharp with finger 2, and then finger 4 plays the F natural, and then it goes down to a B. That's going to take some time. That's pretty tricky. So the whole thing of section 2 would look like this. It sounds pretty cool though. Let me try that again. So we ended here on E, and we go D sharp, finger 4 there, and finger 1 down to the B. Okay. So let's play through the first part and the second part. If you're not ready to play along, that's totally cool. Just go back and try it again. But I want you to hear what it sounds like all the way through. So we started here in this position. Here's section 2. Once you make the transition from finger 1 on the E to finger 5 on the G, and then you get this hand in position, it's a little bit easier. It's a smooth sailing once you make that transition for section 2, though. So that's the first half of this main theme. Let's add the left hand to this first half. Now the left hand I'm going to make pretty simple, but it's still not exactly easy to put together. So the left hand, we are going to be in this position, meaning that finger 5 is going to be on an E note down here. And if you extend this thumb out to a C, that's pretty much going to give us all the notes we need for this first half of the melody. And the left hand is just going to keep a nice steady beat. It's going to keep a steady beat as you are playing the right hand. Eventually we will go to a C note, which I'll show you when we put that part in. So, even though this is fairly simple, just keeping a steady beat as you're playing the part, what becomes complicated is when does the right hand coincide or play together with the left hand? That's always the tough part. And really the best way to do it is just to go slow. So we're going to go pretty slow here so you can see how it matches up. What's kind of neat is the first 2 notes that we play together at the same time will be E notes together. So what I mean by that is I start here, and then since I play an E note here, I'm actually playing the E note with it. So that's one way to kind of help us with the beginning part of putting hands together. So we play B, then to E, and what's cool is the left hand is going to play that E right along with it. Then as we continue with the right hand, here, look, we just played another E with the right hand, and we played our E with the left hand as well. So those first 2 are kind of nice and maybe make it a little bit easier on us because we can just think about the E's coming together. So it's a cool way to think of it. Hopefully that helps a little bit. So the first part we go together, together, then right here, those will come together. And then here, they're together here. So those 2 notes will come together at the same time. The A note with the E, and then the F sharp. So that's all of the first section. Together, together, together. That's going to take some time in actually just practicing the right hand first. so you're super comfortable with playing this, is the best thing to do, then go back and try both hands. Cool. So that's the first section with the left hand. Let's now look at the next section, section 2. Remember we played, so we're here, and then we do this goofy little switch with finger 5. So we're going to figure out how the left hand goes along with that. Now what's pretty cool about this, when we first start section 2, we do have them playing together. And here we go. Again, we have the E note in the right hand and the E note in the left hand. So that works out. Then right here, this is where we're going to switch the note we're going to play in the left hand. When we play this D sharp, we're actually going to go to a C note with our thumb. Sounds pretty nice there. So we have, we're going to go to a C note instead. Then the right hand will play, and then they'll come together, and we're going to go back to that E note in the left hand. So let me go over the left hand of section 2 by itself. We're going to keep a nice steady beat, starting with the E note. Then we go to a C, and then we go back to an E, and then another E. So we just have one different note, the C note, for section 2. If we put them together, remember we start together, and then right here, it's a little tough because we're changing the right hand and the left hand note, right? We're moving quite a bit there. So we're going, and then we go back. And I do want you to hold this note out as you play your left hand part. If we put all parts together, it would sound like this. I think it's great to start off with just the left hand, playing that mysterious E note. You might play it 4 times. 3, 4, then the right hand. Whew, that's pretty tough. So that's the first half. The second half I actually have in another video. I think it's good to break it up into 2 videos so that you can just focus on one part of this theme. There's a lot to it, so practice, have fun with it, and let me know in the comments how you are doing. Thank you so much. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to receive updates on new videos. For more free piano lessons, check out more videos on YouTube and MrHenrysMusicWorld.com.